I've been writing, like furiously writing. I took a break and did a little reading. Guys, I don't know how you keep up with your TBR because it's constantly growing and I don't have enough time to read consistently because I'm also trying to write. And one thing about me, for one thing, I don't do audiobooks. So it already takes me a little bit longer, to get through a book because I'm not listening to it. But when I finish a book, particularly if it's a good book, I like to sit with it for a while. When I finish it, I will go back through it. If they were really good, I want to reread them to experience that again or pick up on things that I may have missed the first time. Sometimes I'll just go back to the beginning and read the whole thing all over again. So the last book that I was working on was The Hitchhiker. You see my ring light in there, but it's The Hitchhiker by Tanisha Stewart. When I finished this yesterday, it was, at first I flipped back through. And then I was just like walking around the house just thinking about it because I'm not ready to move on. This might be one of Tanisha's darkest books, I think. Have you read this one? What do you think? I feel like it's one of the darkest in her catalog, if not the darkest. But 5 stars. Let me get that out of the way. 5 stars. But I want to sit with it for a while before I move on. I don't want to just like discard the book like, like a potato chip bag, like what's next. However, I've got so many books that I need to read, and there's so many great, amazing books coming out just last month alone. And at the same time, I'm anxious to jump into the new release by Nicole. Now this one is exciting because even though she's not a new writer, this is her first solo release. Nicole's book is A Beautiful Disaster. I'm sorry, my ring light is messing up the picture, but if you can see it, I was so excited for this to come out. And this gorgeous cover. And Talise is like the author that you really have to get to know her because she's like a quiet storm. You would never know the fire that she has in her pen just to follow her and, talk to her. But this book hooked me from the beginning because the opening foreword says, "To the one I could never seem to get it right with, I named a character after you and ended him with a hammer. Thank you for the inspiration. You earned every blow." Guys, you have to check this out, okay? I am going to go back, finish my chores, like really rush through them, and then I'm going to absorb this today. And then I'm going to stop and think about this, I'm sure. Swipe back through, probably read it again. And then I'll do a couple of reviews. Then I got to get back to my book that I know everyone's waiting for. I'm waiting for it too. You'll be very pleased when it's released. Seed is the one I'm talking about. But these two, Hitchhiker and A Beautiful Disaster, I'm almost breathless. Like, can you tell I'm breathless?